Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about crystals, my favorite topic. This is going to be a short video. I'm going to answer the question that I get asked most is, do they really work? Do the crystals work? Pari, you talk about these crystals, this amazing manifesting powers, but how do they work? Do they actually work? So, to talk about that, first I want to talk about my own story about how I got started with crystals. The first time I've ever worked with a crystal was when I was 8 years old. I was presented with a black crystal. It was a palm crystal. So you would basically hold it in your palm and touch crystal. And it had a grooving of 8 on it. And so you're supposed to rub your thumb in the 8 pattern on it. So I believe it was presented to my father, and he actually gave it to me so I can work with it. And I was very excited at that point to start working. Oh, you know what? You see the 8 there. This is a painting done by my dear client, Kate. Amazing painting. She does beautiful heart paintings. I'll put the link below so you can see her work. But anyways, 8 is a very powerful number in terms of attracting abundance or attracting infinite abundance, love, money, whatever that you're working at. So it's a great, actually, sacred geometry if you're working to create abundance in your life. But anyways, going back to the crystals. So I was very excited about the crystal, and I started meditating with it. I would drop on it all the time that I would meditate, and probably I would get into deep meditation, and I would I would forget about the crystal. But fast forwarding, I totally forgot about the crystal energy while I was in the college, or even when I moved to US. And I really didn't think about it much until when it was probably 2011, 2012ish, or maybe even earlier, that I started again getting back to crystals. It was somehow pulling me back, and I would get some small rocks in my home, and I would put it around like a rose quartz, for bringing in love, or creating a peaceful, loving environment in the house, uh, or maybe a tiger's eye to ward off toxic energy from the house. So I would get these little pieces and put them around in the house. I really didn't know how they work. I didn't know how to work with them, basically. And I remember getting one rainbow moonstone, and I started working with it. It was a pendant. I wore it, and I used to instantly get a headache. And I was like, oh my goodness, there's something happening. So I stayed away from that because I didn't know how to work. I didn't know what was happening. So I kind of put that away, and I never got back to it until I wanted to get pregnant. And that's when the real research started, because I wanted results. At that point, I had only one shot. Like, I didn't have option B, C. I needed to get results. I wanted to get pregnant, and manifest my kids. And so I was really integrating a lot of tools into my life, and crystals was one of the tools that I integrated into my practice, into my tool set. So how did I start? And then I started consciously researching more about it, consciously working with it. Okay, how do I work with it? What do I do to get the maximum benefits, maximum results? But in order for me to start working with it, first thing is I had to understand how they work. And that's where I did many courses, started really researching more into it, read many books about it. And the one thing that I've really learned is that they have a very fixed geometric pattern, very precise frequency. And that's one of the reasons why they're now used in technology, in laser imaging. They are used in watches, especially quartz crystal, in silicon chips, in technology everywhere, where because of their piezoelectricity and pyroelectric qualities that they hold. But they were also seen in ancient times. all over the civilizations, in Egyptian, in Chinese, in Indian, in Mayan, shaman, in every Native American civilization, every civilization where it was seen, they use it. They use it for meditation. They use it for healing, for manifesting, for channeling. So there were many benefits or many uses of why they use crystals in their practices. So it was very interesting for me to see, okay, you know what, this is something interesting because this is being used everywhere and there has to be something to it. And same as pyramids. Pyramids are used everywhere in every civilization. They were built by different civilizations who were not in contact with. So that's an interesting point, right there. And another point of crystals is that they, as we mentioned, they have a very precise, they are in precision, they have very high stability, high precision, frequency, and they also have, they work with the law of entrainment. That means that when you bring in that into your magnetic energy, it entrains the crystals within us. We have crystals in our pineal gland. We have liquid crystals in our pineal gland. We have minerals. These are made up of minerals, and we have minerals in our body. So there's this entrainment going on. Entrainment means if you bring in two different frequencies, like tuning forks, where on a hollow block, and if you hit one tuning fork, the other one starts resonating in time. So the same thing happens in time. The key is here, in time. It's not instant results. What it is really doing is, it's not creating magic, or it's not creating something, you know um, something, out of the blue. What it is really doing is, it is creating an environment and installing, so we install new programming in our cells, in our DNA, because everything we see in our lives is a direct projection of what we believe, the programming that we have. So it's entraining our frequency, so we can attract the experience that we want in our lives, because we only get things in our life that are of a vibrational match to us. So in order for us to attract, I don't know, maybe a relationship, maybe the money, the next career, the next job, we must first tune ourselves into that vibration. We must become that vibration, and that's when we start attracting. So it is not the crystals that is creating these amazing miracles. It is you, it is us, because we are the powerful beings. So it's our mindset, it's our consciousness, it's our vibration, it's our frequency, it's our energy that is bringing things into us, into our reality, based on how our energy is, the universe responds to that. So it allows us to shift our emotions from that of fear, or from that of fear-based anxiety, or fear-based emotions, into more of love-based emotions. So we can switch, we can be more coherent, we can bring balance, and we can now have clear intentions and focus in our lives to manifest what we want in our life. So that's how it actually works. It actually is great to create that environment in our home, so we do not get distracted, we do not create distortions in our life. And the one thing that we really, really need to work with a crystal is having clear intention, clear focus, and complete belief. Having doubts, having confusion really creates distortions. It's not going to help us work with them and get the maximum results. And if you are looking to get the maximum results, if you are looking to really bring in tools, integrate them to get to see results in your life, then the first thing is working on our mindset, working on what is that we truly want, the one intention, and aligning that intention to that of these tools, so you can bring them, the right tools, into your life and amplify the energy, shift your frequency, so you become a vibrational match to everything that you want to attract in your life. So if you like this video, guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel and like and share, and also comment below. Tell me what you think about this, and is there any other question that you would like me to answer. I will love your feedback. And also visit my website paripatri.com if you want to know more about me. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.